Nobody ever changed the world on 40 hours a week. These are the words of multi-billionaire entrepreneur Elon Musk, who not only runs two of the most innovative companies of current times, Tesla and SpaceX, but also juggles travel, interviews, and a family of 5 teenage sons on a daily basis. It's no secret that Elon Musk's fruitful ventures have been built off the back of hard work, dedication, and smart decision-making. But what about the details? Wouldn't it be great to see how the most influential man in the world organizes his time and manages to cram everything into a seemingly impossible schedule? In today's video, we're pulling back the curtain and giving you an insight into a day in the life of Elon Musk. Morning routine. There seems to be a great divide between business tycoons as to how much sleep is needed to stay at the top of their game. Jeff Bezos likes to wake up naturally without an alarm, whereas Donald Trump swears by just 3 to 4 hours a night. Musk sits somewhere in the middle of these extremes and says that 6 hours is his sweet spot, although he doesn't rise as early as you might think. After a long, hard day at work and a little wind down in the evening, he says that he often only gets to bed well past midnight, so he usually sets the alarm for 7 a.m. After he's slapped his bedside ringer, you'd think that it would be time to do some stretching, grab a cup of coffee, and maybe sit with the morning paper. However, Musk prefers to jump straight into what he calls critical emails for his first half hour of consciousness. He's yet to discuss exactly what these essential emails are and why he needs to address them so early in the day, but we imagine most of them are to confirm daily meetings and to give the green light on project milestones. Breakfast. Once the emails have been checked off the list, Musk likes to get his morning routine into full swing by taking his much-anticipated daily shower. While many members of the Forbes rich list swear by ice-cold showers to get their productivity levels soaring, Musk prefers his hot without any Wim Hof methodology. With such a hectic schedule, something as simple as a daily shower can make for a great moment of peace and a breakaway from the constant noise of emails, texts, and phone calls. It's also good to know that he respects his personal hygiene. Towel-dried and into his typical white button-up workwear, Elon usually skips breakfast in favor of some more email checking before getting his shoes on ready for the school run. School run. You might find it odd that a man worth $36.7 billion would be doing the school run himself, but it's not all that strange when you find out that his 5 boys school at his SpaceX campus. In 2014, Musk pulled all of his children out of their private educations and co-founded an entirely new school for them to attend. He didn't believe that the current schooling system in the US was adequate or effective, so he decided to design one for himself, calling it Ad Astra, after the Latin phrase for "to the stars." The school has just 30 students, mostly made up of SpaceX employee children, and is exclusive to only the most highly gifted. Out of the 100 students that apply every year, only 10 to 12 make the cut. Those that do meet the requirements follow a curriculum far different from what's considered normal. Ethics, science, engineering, and maths are the principal subjects. Handwriting is replaced by keyboards, and there's a lot of focus on artificial intelligence. It's almost like Musk is priming the perfect workforce for the next generation of SpaceX and Tesla employees. Educational visions aside, having his kids school right by one of his main workplaces is a massive convenience and makes the school run an incredibly easy part of the day. Workday. With the kids sorted, it's time for Elon to get to business. As a notoriously dedicated worker, Musk does not skimp out on the hours. Although he does prioritize working equally smart as he does hard, at least it's a change of scenery. After work. You'd think that after such a hectic day, clocking out would be a fantastic opportunity to wind down, but that is far easier said than done. After work, Musk says that he still likes to get a few things done, such as working out at the gym, going out for dinner, and getting into a good book. After putting so much time and effort into his day, it can be incredibly difficult to fully switch off completely, and he says that he's guilty of replying to emails and letting projects occupy his mind even when trying to relax. But he also says that he finds it far easier to disconnect on the weekends. If in the midst of a particularly challenging project, he might pull a few hours on a Saturday, but other than that, Saturdays are for doing things that he enjoys, such as spending quality time with his boys. Sundays are a far more relaxed affair and are reserved for reflection on the week and complete mental refresh, which I'm sure is much needed after 90 hours of being pulled in 100 different directions. Bedtime. When it's finally time to settle, the clock will usually be ticking in the early hours of the morning, around 1 a.m. Then it's 6 hours of sleep to be back at it again the very next day. Musk's energy tank seems to be entirely bottomless, especially when you consider that he has followed this routine for not only months, but for years. This sort of lifestyle might not be for everybody, but one thing that's for sure is that it has certainly paid off. Elon Musk is one of the most successful entrepreneurs out there, and his bountiful career is definitely not a product of pure luck. Whether or not this lifestyle will be sustained indefinitely is uncertain, although as his companies mature and settle into their places as industry leaders, I'm sure that Musk will be able to shave a few extra hours off of his day and hopefully find some time to grab a bowl of cereal in the mornings.